Well, losing a loved one to a violent crime is never easy, especially when you are a parent and you're burying your child.
That's exactly, though, what many of the people who gathered at the State House have been through. ABC Columbia's Rochelle Dean joins us live now in the newsroom to explain how they're marching for purpose. Tell us more, Rochelle.
The annual event is a reminder to many who participated that violence is far-reaching. Families bound together by tragedy are now hoping their presence can help perpetrators realize their murderous acts may have taken the person, but not their memory.
I never saw myself burying my child. It's just not right.
It's the event of the year no one wants an invitation to. Yet dozens of parents of murdered children gathered on the steps of the State House before marching through the streets of downtown Columbia to honor each of their loved ones taken from this world during senseless acts of violence.
You have a lot of friends and a lot of support and people telling you it's going to be okay, but you don't understand unless it's actually happened to you.
This year, LaVon Scott was joined by others who have walked in her shoes, many of them holding framed pictures of their children in their arms, others with faces monogrammed on their shirts. While each chilling story is different, the outcome still the same. Each of these parents forced to face their loss one step at a time.
It's devastating. It's a pain that never goes away. You learn to live through it day by day, but it's always there.
Brenda Gant marched for her youngest and only son, Gawain Franklin, stabbed in the back at the ripe age of 25. That was in 2012. LaVon Scott's son was 22 when his life was cut short last January by complete strangers.
They didn't know him. I found out they didn't even know him. But they ended up pretty much standing over him and unloading a gun on him. He shot him 5 times.
While Scott has peace knowing her son's killers were caught, not everyone shares that satisfaction. Some angered by a justice system they say isn't nearly harsh enough. After they take a life, they can never get back.
Something has to change with our justice system. Something has to change. They're out there and they're catching them and they're taking them to jail and they're getting right back out.
While many of these families would like to fight that justice system, this march wasn't about retribution, but healing devastating scars. Surrounded by a police escort and the engines of a motorcade, this group marches silently, hoping its presence will on its own speak volumes.
Tell your loved ones that you love them every day. Don't take anything for granted because you never know when your last goodbye is.
That walk is held every year, and unfortunately, the numbers participating are not getting any smaller. If nothing else, this group hopes it can encourage people to stop the violence that's affecting so many. Live in the newsroom, Rochelle Dean, ABC Columbia News.